What's the worst decision you ever made? My husband and I had a huge fight about how he was always working late and never spent time with me or our kids. It was his birthday, and I wanted to surprise him with a cake at his office. When I got there, I saw him through the window, laughing with his secretary, a woman I had always been suspicious of. I was furious. I threw the cake at his office door and stormed out. He came home later, and we had the worst fight of our lives. I told him I was leaving, and he begged me not to. I didn't care. I packed my things and left with our kids. A few days later, I found out I was pregnant and tried to call him, but he didn't answer. I went to his office, and his secretary told me he had been in an accident and was in the hospital. I rushed there, and he was unconscious, hooked up to machines. I was devastated. I stayed by his side, and a few days later, he woke up. I told him I was pregnant, and he cried. He told me he loved me and forgave me for what I did. I was so happy. We went home together, and I thought everything would be okay, but he had changed. He was distant and cold. I asked him what was wrong, and he said he couldn't forgive me for leaving him. I cried and begged him to forgive me, but he wouldn't. I had ruined our family, and it was all my fault.